name's Swai. Today I learned Arabic. Let's go. Sorry. Let's go.
Students watching. And Tyra.
Apologize to them.
Yes, you should apologize. That is a good habit to get into. In our lesson today, we're going to be learning more about respect. Respect is a way that you can show others that they're valuable to you. You want to use words to show respect to someone. You want to use actions to show respect to someone. So let's talk about some more things that we are going to find out in Emma's story today about how we can show respect. Read our first word, Morgan.
Strawberry.
Yes, now our story takes place during a strawberry festival, so we're going to learn through their actions how we can show respect to others through Emma's actions and her family's. Jacob.
Construction.
Yes, construction is to build something. Kaden.
Scattered.
Things that are lying in unorderly or they're all over the place. We're picking up on page 129. Page 129, I want you to look for specific ways that Emma and her family show respect to others with the things that they say and with the things that they do. Continue reading for us, Emily.
Emma and the Strawberry Festival. The day was finally here. The annual Strawberry Festival was one of Emma's favorites. Emma loved strawberries. Today was extra special since Ava would be going to the festival with the Taylor family. There would be all kinds of food made with strawberries to taste. Pies, cakes, ice cream, smoothies, breads, and candies. Emma knew she should have to be careful not to eat too much sugar, but she wanted to try a little of everything.
Good expression. Now let's pause. Where was Emma headed? Students watching? And Madison.
The Strawberry Festival.
Yes. Who was able to come with Emma? Cadence.
Her friend Taylor.
Yes, her best friend was going with Emma and the Taylor family. Tell me something that they would get to enjoy while they were at this festival. Students watching? Kaden.
Strawberry smoothies.
Yes, so strawberry smoothies. Give me something else, Morgan.
Strawberry cake.
Yes, strawberry cake, strawberry ice cream, a lot of delicious treats that they're going to be able to enjoy. Let's continue reading about some of the things that they experienced at the festival. Anna.
Emma wore her strawberry t-shirt and a red hairband. The rest of the family was ready to go when Emma finished getting dressed. "I'm so happy that Ava is going with me," she told Mom. Off they went to Ava's house. Ava's mother was waiting with her on the porch and walked Ava to the Taylor's van. She gave Ava a few last-minute instructions. "Be polite and helpful today, and make sure."
Yes, so she has her strawberry t-shirt and her band because she's excited for this special activity. What was an instruction that her mother gave to Emma? Emily?
To stay with Mr. and Mrs. Taylor.
Yes, to make sure that she was staying with them. What else did she instruct her to do? Dev?
Be polite and helpful.
Yes, be polite and helpful. Now that takes thought and that takes determination to make sure that you're polite and to make sure you're helpful. Let's see if she does that and she's able to follow her mother's instructions. Continue, Una.
I will, Ava answered. The two girls talked all the way to the festival. As they walked, they were careful to stay close to Emma's parents. Andrew met a friend at the festival, so Dad gave him permission to stay with his friend's family.
Good smoothness, Jimmy.
This first booth they came had a strawberry jam tasting area. It was delicious. Mrs. Taylor decided to buy some jam to take home. Next, the girls found a table full of strawberry desserts. Mr. Taylor brought a piece of cake so
Try that sentence again, Mr. Taylor.
Mr. Taylor bought a piece of cake so they could all have a taste.
Good expression. Now let's pause. What was one of the first booths that this family went to? Students watching? Gate. Okay, look again. Tyra?
Cake.
Okay, there was something even before that. Kaden?
Jam.
Yes, they went to the table where there was strawberry jam. They tasted it. It was delicious. Then they went to another place where there were more strawberry desserts. What did Mr. Taylor do that was kind for the rest of them? Dev?
He brought a piece of cake.
Yes, he bought a piece of cake so that they could all try it, and that was a kind act on his part. Let's continue reading about some more things they enjoy at the festival. Continue, Carson.
They spent the morning walking to all the displays in the booths. They tasted delicious foods and looked at all the different items for sale. Look, Ava said, there's a table where we can do a strawberry craft. May we stop? Emma asked. Of course, her mother said. It will be fun to see what you create.
Good expression. Now let's pause. Where did Emma and Ava ask to stop? Students watching. Tyra. Lexi. Madison. Yes, the craft table. And notice they asked for permission before they went to that craft table, before they just decided to do it on their own. They asked for permission to stop there, and they were able to stop with their mother's permission to look and see if they could create something fun. Let's continue reading about some more acts of respect that they show. Continue. Jackson.
The girls stood at the table while Mr. and Mrs. Taylor sat down by a nearby bench. A tall lady was wearing an apron, stood behind the table. She was carrying out large red berry shapes with construction paper. Emma and Ava were so excited that it was hard to wait, but they did their best to be patient.
Good expression. Now pause. As they get to this craft table, they're excited to begin, but what is something that they have to do that is showing respect to the lady in charge? Morgan?
Say thank you.
Oh, not quite. Asa? Could they begin right away, Asa? No. They had to do what, Morgan?
They had to ask if they can use.
Oh, not quite. They couldn't begin right away. So what are they doing, Anna?
Waiting patiently.
They're waiting, but they're waiting patiently. That shows respect. When they are waiting patiently, that was a good, respectful thing to do. Let's continue to find out more about their experience. Continue, Amaya.
Emma remembered that she had met the craft lady before. Her name was Miss Long, and she worked at the library. When Miss Long finished her cutting, she looked up and saw the girls.
Good smoothness. Continue, Jacob.
Oh, hello, girls. I didn't see you standing there, she said as she put the shapes into a stack. Hello, Miss Long, Emma answered. Ava and Miss Long had never met, so Emma introduced them. She turned to Ava and said, This is Miss Long. She helps me when I go to the library and need to find a special book.
Good expression. Pause. Where does Emma know Miss Long from? Students watching. And Madison. Gage? Okay, which is where?
The library.
The library. So she recognizes her from the library. But does Ava know Miss Long? Madison? No. So what kind, respectful thing does Emma do when the two girls come up together? Asa?
Emma introduces Ava to Mrs. Long.
Yes, Emma introduces Ava to Miss Long because they have not yet met each other. That is a very polite thing to do. If your friend has not met someone else, then introduce that person to them. That is a very kind thing to do. Continue reading for us, Lexi.
Then she looked back at Miss Long and said, This is my friend Ava. Emma was pleased that she had remembered to introduce the older person first. It is very nice to meet you, Ava, Miss Long said. Would you girls like to create your own strawberry craft?
Good expression. Pause. Now, who did Emma introduce first? Morgan?
Miss Long.
Yes, who is the older or younger?
Older.
Older person. It's always polite to introduce the older person first, so remember that. Continue, Kaden.
Just then, a big gust of wind blew across the table and scattered all the craft supplies. Green paper stems flew into the air, red paper berries scattered onto the ground, glue sticks rolled off the table. Both girls sprang into action. Ava scooped up all the red paper berries. Emma gathered the red paper stems. They both picked up the glue sticks and returned them to the table.
Good speed. Now pause. When the gust of wind caught the art supplies and scattered them, what kind things did the girls do? Students watching? Jacob?
Clean them up.
Yes, they immediately bent down to help clean those supplies up. When you see someone who's dropped something, when you see a problem, if you are able to, it's always great to just jump in right away and help out. That's a very kind, respectful thing to do. Continue, Presley.
You girls came at the right time, Miss Long said. I would never have been able to gather everything before it blew away. Thank you for being so helpful.
Good expression. Pause. What did Miss Long say to Emma and Ava after they helped her? Anna?
Thank you.
Yes, she thanked them. It's always polite to say thank you. Continue, Asa.
Emma and Ava were happy to help. Mr. and Mrs. Taylor were glad to see the girls being responsible and ready to lend a hand. After they created the strawberry crafts completed with glitter and jewels, it was time to find Andrew and go back home.
Good expression. Now let's pause. They helped, and they helped with a happy heart. It's good to help, but it's best when you can do so with a happy heart. So make sure if you're helping out, you're helping your mom or dad, your brother or sister, your teacher, that you do that with a good attitude, with a happy heart. The next thing that their action showed was that they were being responsible. If they're going to take time to do that craft, it's a good thing to show that responsibility and helping out and making sure that everything is taken care of well. They completed their project. It's time to finish up their time at the Strawberry Festival. Let's read about some other things they do as they finish up. Continue, Def. On the way back.
On the way back to the car, Mr. Taylor stopped. We forgot something, he said. Emma couldn't imagine what they'd left behind. Her mother had the jam, and she and Ava had their crafts.
Good accuracy, Kathleen.
We forgot to have strawberry ice cream, Dad laughed. Emma, Ava, and Andrew were the first ones to turn around and head back to the ice cream booth. It was a perfect way to end the day full of fun.
Good expression. Now let's pause. On their way back, what did Mr. Taylor say they had forgotten? Students watching. Tyra.
The ice cream.
Yes, the strawberry ice cream. So what did they do, Asa?
They turned back around and went to the strawberry ice cream booth.
Yes, they turned around and made sure they got in their strawberry ice cream. How many of you think strawberry ice cream sounds delicious? Oh, I do too, hands down. That would be a delicious treat that they would get to enjoy. So what a fun time at the Strawberry Festival they had. Now let's turn the page and let's talk about some more ways that we can show respect, valuing others. Let's read before we write. So begin reading for us, Madison.
Showing respect. When we show respect to others, we show that we value them. Emma and Ava patiently waited while Miss Long worked on craft supplies. Without being told, they helped pick up all the items that the wind scattered. Showing respect, putting others first, and patiently waiting are all ways we can practice good manners.
Good expression. Now pause. That last sentence that Madison read is very important. There's 3 specific things there that show we have good manners. The first being showing respect. That's a good manner. Putting others first is a good manner. And then patiently waiting. All very good things to do. Now let's look at what we can do next. List 2 other ways that you can show respect. Raise your hand if you have a thought to share. Students watching. And Kaden.
Whenever somebody that is the oldest drops something and Then you go to pick them up. That's showing respect.
Yes, so you want to show respect by helping those who are older than you. Go ahead and write that one or another down and begin and continue writing another thought for numbers 1 and 2. Especially to adults. Cadence.
Use manners.
Yes, using manners, saying things like please and thank you, you're welcome. Those are good, respectful things when you're interacting with others. Any other thoughts? Anna?
Helping an elderly person.
Yes, helping elderly people with the things they're carrying, with moving somewhere, with walking somewhere. Presley?
Put others first.
Yes, putting others first. Let someone else go in front of you. Let someone else stand closer to the front of the line rather than taking that position that you would like to have. Any other thoughts? Jacob?
If an elder drops something, you can pick it up for them.
Yes, you can help those elderly people with things that they might drop. Morgan?
You can be patient.
Being patient is a good, respectful thing to do. Sometimes mom and dads have responsibilities or things they need to accomplish. Sometimes we need to be patient while they take care of those things before we get our turn or before we get to do that next fun thing. Now let's take a look at the picture here. Think about it, apply it. Explain how the photo above shows something talked about in the story. What is the boy doing in this picture that is very respectful? Dev?
Raising his hand before he talks.
Yes, so he is doing what? If he has to wait, how is he waiting, Anna?
Patiently.
Yes, so he's waiting patiently. You can write that and another thought down there on the lines. So from this picture and from this story, we can see that showing respect to others is a good thing to do. We can do things like waiting patiently, like waiting our turn, making sure that we answer respectfully. Those are all good things to show others that we value them. All of these things that we've been learning about with respect, with kindness, with politeness are showing courtesy to others. Tell me one way that you are working at showing courtesy to others. Students watching? And Jackson?
Do not interrupt.
Yes, not interrupting. Give me another way that you're practicing showing courtesy. It could be from any of these sections that we've been learning about. Adriana? Any others have a thought to share? You can raise your hand. Morgan?
Being kind to one another.
Yes, being kind to one another. We're going to continue wanting to work on our courtesy, showing kindness, showing respect, and showing politeness with others that we come and meet. We'll continue